Hey boys and girls of YouTube world, today the Duff Dog and I and the Mopar Mischief Man are going to see if we can't get this 1968 Chrysler Newport running for the first time in who knows how many years because it doesn't have license plates. So I picked this thing up at an online auction in central-ish South Dakota in, that was like a year and a half ago. Anyway, cut back to that when we loaded it up. And here we are back at present time, and the madman's trying to look seductive. Like he cares. He loves Mopars. I think this thing has a 383, I think is what it said in the listing. Like I said, it was a long time ago. I paid mucho bucks for this car, like hundreds of dollars. I put tires on it to make it roll. We rolled it in the shop, we thawed it out. It's been sitting here. Mojo tried to get it running, and I said, no, you can't do that, because we gotta make a video. So hopefully he didn't screw nothing up. It's this gorgeous pea soup green. It's got the blinkers on the corner of the fender. Was that every Mopar every year? All kinds of things?
Optional.
That's an option?
Much more common on the big cars though.
So you had to pay money extra for that? I always thought these were cool because you'd be looking at your car and you could tell if your blinker was on even though nobody else could see. Looks like some tree branches rubbed on the roof and the hood. This thing actually came from Oaks, North Dakota before those guys got it, which would have been way closer to us had we bought it then, right, Duff? You got a little tiny tire over here, so it's sitting cattywampus. It's actually pretty dry. Little paint fade going on here. Back window's busted out. Fender skirts, I think that's standard, right?
I believe so on these.
You don't know anything about these things. You should have to give that hat back up.
I should.
You look good in that sweatshirt though. Where'd you get that?
Get your merch. mortske.com.
Nailed it. You heard it a few times, huh?
Twice.
It
is super comfortable though, I will have to say that.
This car or this relationship?
Okay. Anyway, look at the car.
Look at the car. 68 first year of marker lights. They just kind of wing-dinged him in there later on. You can tell it's a Newport by the cigarettes that it smokes. Right
All
now?
the smaller cars, they were round. They were circles with the chrome.
Yeah, those are awesome, like the Chargers. And then these cars, they're like...
Darts, all of them. But these had the square ones for whatever reason.
It's hip to be square. But they didn't put it in the fender. They put it down here in the bumper on the front.
Probably so they could reuse, I don't know, the fenders from last year.
They're probably using the same quarter panels. They just punched a hole in them. We did notice that it's got rear defrost. So basically they took the 6x9 out and put a blower motor in there. And then some duct action going on there. Still got the plastic, not on the seats, but around the seats. And even, I don't know if you can tell, but they're on the visors as well. Looks like it was a AAA member. Are you a AAA member?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Why would you need AAA when you're a stay-at-home truck driver?
Yeah.
Looks like somebody was backing up into some things. Is this what that derby car guys? Is this a Y-frame? Don't they call these things? You're not a derby car guy either.
I don't derby stuff, no.
No. We're trying to figure out what these three emblems are. They're Newports. That's what they are. Ooh, it's got a key. Suppose it opens. Duff's like, I don't do trunks.
Or not.
Jiggle the handle, Pigpen. Jiggle it.
You have to jiggle the handle.
Nothing.
Hercules! Hercules!
Yeah. Hercules!
Duff, did you show him how to do that? Ooh, factory hubcaps? Ooh, look at that poop. Ooh. Get it in your mouth. Metal 5-gallon bucket. Oh man, this one's missing the...
That's for lockouts.
That's a 4-wheel drive.
It's a 4-wheel drive hubcap.
That's Mopar for you. I guarantee they just knocked a different center in there between like the 300s and the whatever other Dodges and stuff. Electric fence insulators.
In that bucket.
What are you doing rubbing on over there?
Oh, this is where the numbers are.
What numbers?
Mopar nerdiness. The VIN number. The numbers for
Oh, to
numbers?
see if our 68 Newport is numbers matching?
See if it's all correct or been in an accident. Should be up on the Radiator support too.
Oh, it had a trunk light. There's the switch. Ooh. I like how Mopar was all about the torsion springs. The hoods are torsion springs. The trunks are some type of torsion spring. They didn't believe in any other type of spring action. Yeah, it's hooeyed up back here. And she's been fixed once there before. This quarter isn't as good. Passenger side's always rougher. It is a hard top. That door is dinged up. It is, I don't know, I would call it pretty solid. Pretty solid. Fiberglass? Probably. 8 3/4?
Should be.
Gam was loaded after bingo. Knocked her wig right off. You suppose this had a vinyl roof? Or they all just had this paint divider probably. I don't think it ever had a vinyl roof.
Well, it shouldn't be painted, but on the other side there's a little piece of green vinyl under the trim mirror.
So the vinyl cars didn't get a painted roof, they're just primer?
Usually, yeah, they just had a primer. That's why they rust out so bad all the time with a primer.
No wonder Mopars are so cheap and crappy. Right, Duff? You want to open the hood for us? He's like, look at the disappointment in this thing. Look at this. The antennae is held in by, I don't know how many pennies worth of nails that is. We're not a carpenter, but I think that's a copper rod. It's probably just number 9 wire. Windshield isn't cracked yet. Oh, no, that scuff mark on the roof isn't from the antennae. All right. Duff, you can open the hood for us? Yeah? You're a good kid. Oh, it's got to be fast, Duff. Look at that dual snorkel air cleaner. Mojo did throw a battery in it and clean up the battery cable end before I said, no, you stay out of there. So that's our battery, and that's Mojo's electrical work. I don't know if he twisted that wire together. We'll have to ask him. Fender tag, I could tell you that. What's the fender tag tell us?
68 and older, I'm not good with these.
It's got power brakes, power steering, no air conditioning, but it's got an air conditioning idler. Does it spin? Oh yeah, it spins. No flexi fan, no flexi hose. It's got original radiator hose clamp there. Should they all be like that? I would imagine. It is a 383, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can you tell?
Well, there should be a pad under the distributor. We can look eventually.
It's missing the coil wire. I'm guessing Mojo was gonna hook a ground up right there. Looks like he did a little cleaning on the block. God dang him.
Still have
Which is
spark plug wire routers.
are those always missing or what?
Yeah, usually people take them off and throw them away.
And never put them back on.
HP manifold.
Look at this power steering hose. You got a connection there, connection there, connection there, and a connection there. I think Mopar could have made that cheaper. Look at that great big exhaust manifold how it loops up by the dipstick, Jimmy.
HP.
Oh, that's a good one, huh?
That's one of the good ones, yeah.
One of the good ones. Is the other side good too? They don't match.
They don't match, but it should be an HP manifold
because of the way that it is.
The VIN even says it is. H is the HP 383.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
CE43H8C.
C means Chrysler, I bet.
C is for
God,
Chrysler.
I'm smart.
E is for economy class, it's cheaper. 43 is a 4-door hardtop. 41 would be a 4-door sedan.
Ooh.
21 is a 2-door sedan. 23 would be a
2-door hardtop.
Man, you're good at this. H is 383 HP, high performance 383. 8 is the year. C is the plant that was made in, and 82941 is the VIN. 68s are a little different because the VIN doesn't match the number on the fender tag. So it's a little harder to get numbers matching stuff, but...
Is it harder or easier?
Harder because they don't really match. I think this number down here is the number that's on the lip, and it should be on the back of the bell housing back here too, this number here. So 69 and up is usually what I deal with. I don't usually deal with the stuff.
Oh, that's gonna be your excuse for not knowing anything today.
Well, okay. Yeah, I'll go with that. Works for me. Yeah.
So there we go. Is this square nut factory?
No.
Not so much.
No.
Check the dipstick. I like this. I just point and you do it all.
Taste it?
It's on there and it's black. Good enough for me.
Boy.
It's over full and it's super. What's it taste like? Get out of here.
Tastes like old oil.
Okay.
But it's
Well,
there.
that's good. Use Chrysler rust resistor and use Chrysler antifreeze. It's got the Pentastar and the part number. Oh yeah, the Pentastar. Forgot to point out the Pentastar. Always only on the passenger side. Again, Mopar's too cheap to put it on both sides. So I wonder why it's got that AC idler. Somebody swapped the engine. Somebody was gonna put AC on it. I don't know. So all the HP engines come with that silly air cleaner too?
This is 68, 69, they changed them. It still has the original Mopar sticker on the side of it over here. That's pretty neat.
Oh. Well, no coolant is visible, so that's always a plus. You know, I don't like it when people use X nuts, but a square nut, that's going above and beyond.
That's pretty fancy. Many uses.
Oh, I thought it would just come out of the carbon. So this should have a thermoquad?
Carter.
When did the thermoquad come out?
71
Ish. Give or take 4.
Ta-da! Ooh. Oh, well,
What's wrong with that?
something. Usually they return. They don't have a spring. Our spring is missing. Oh, that's why. That's supposed to go in there.
Oh, cause Mojo's been here.
That's supposed to go in there. You tighten this down, then your spring goes from here to up there.
Okay, you tighten that up.
Sure.
They didn't take the coil, but they took the wire.
Very interesting. Oh, Hoover sneef.
Oh, look at that worm just hanging out there.
He's partying. Like he's a rock star.
We should probably find a return spring, or just don't let it stick WFO.
Well, your car. You
What's
decide.
this? Is that a throttle linkage that's not hooked up?
Oh yeah, that's supposed to go on here.
There. Fixed it.
Got it.
Oh, and I bet the spring went through there and held that on and returned the carburetor.
Usually there's just a clip, like a little clip that goes on there, and then could go either. You know, you can put it about anywhere, but yeah, sometimes it goes in between. Yeah, it should be about right in line.
68. So this has got points then. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can see the ballast resistor.
They all have ballast resistors.
They got ballast resistors with electronic ignition? For dumb.
Yep.
Stupid Mopars.
Awesomeness.
Awesome.
Jealous.
This thing is going to be so, like, how many horsepower is this? Like 320?
Should be 330, I think. HP.
Ooh, I was close.
Yeah.
How much is, so what's the difference between an HP and a regular P? An SP?
4-barrel. HP manifolds. A little more aggressive cam.
Is it
And
a purple cam? Red.
oh jeez, this is gonna be a long day. Cam, lifters, different oil pan, different curve in the distributor.
How does an oil pan make it more power?
It's got baffles and stuff in there, and it's got a
Ask me about my wiener.
Ask me about my wiener.
Windage tray?
tray.
Words are
I
hard.
need more coffee. This is way too early in the afternoon.
Morning. Late in the morning.
So yeah, that's kind of. And the funny thing is, all
So are
that
the
stuff.
valves? Same valve? Oh, the heads are the same.
Heads are same. Block is the same. All that's the same.
So it's different lifters in
Not lifters.
camshaft.
Cam and springs.
Cam
They
and
go
springs.
together.
Oh, okay.
The high flowing manifolds, the 4-barrel, little different tune, little different springs in the distributor, windage tray, all that type of stuff. But the funny thing is, all that stuff together only gives you like 5 horsepower. It's kind of dumb.
But we go.
510.
But we get excited for it because it's HP stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Because we just like saying cop car things.
Yeah.
It's got a cop motor, cop suspension, cop shocks.
Car's got a lot of pickup. It's got a cop motor. It's got cop tires, cop suspension, cop shocks.
Fix a cigarette lighter.
Fix a cigarette lighter.
There we go.
Dual reservoir master cylinder. I think that was mandated in 67?
66 or 67, yeah.
67. Wow, GM.
Yeah. I think it was federally mandated, so maybe
Yeah.
66 was the last year. 67 was the first year.
Yep. I think so. Alrighty. Well, let's put a negative cable on it and see if it turns. Ooh, I could. Well,
No fan clutch. Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
You're going to do something? Take it easy. Don't hurt yourself.
You shut your mouth. Oh boy. Why is that bracket right where I want to grab that belt? Okay. Not looking good. Mopars don't care if you lubricate the cylinders first, do they?
No.
Okay.
They
good.
like it if you don't.
Okay. They like it dry.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's got to be the positive.
Positive, yeah.
We better go get a battery for the battery sponsor this week. That's where Mojo screwed up. This thing's only got 13,000 miles. It's only driven to bingo and church. Balls Capone is our battery sponsor this week. I guess that's the name of their band. And they like watching the Mortske. What? Why did he spend so much time cleaning up this wasted battery cable end? It's way too large. Oh, Mojo.
Just tighten it.
Okay, fine.
Quit complaining and tighten it.
Stop telling me what to do. This is my channel.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, why don't you get your own?
I'm just here.
Why don't you get your own stay-at-home truck driving channel?
I'm just here to throw merch. Get your merch today. Get your merch.
You're our hand model. Fixed it. Negative cable. What's that tag on the carburetor all about that you're scratching at?
Well, it just tells you what the carburetor is if you need a new kit, which I'm sure this will be perfect, so we shouldn't have to worry about it.
If there's anything wrong with it, you know what it's going to get?
A different
An
carburetor.
Edelbrock.
Yeah, kind of what I figured.
All right, I'll go find a negative cable while you...
Stand here and stare at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That oil filter is...
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't think they ever changed the oil in those 13,000 miles.
Just well take it off for that for now, because we got to take that out anyway.
God, you're smart.
I know.
You're such a fart smeller.
Not gonna reach, or you don't care. Oh, look at that.
383 is a big block, right?
Mm-hmm.
The smallest big block?
Nope. Well, in that era, I think 350 was the first, and then 361.
They made a 350?
Yeah, back in the early days. And then the 383, and then in 72 got replaced with a Smogger 400.
Are these similar to a 400?
Mm-hmm. Low decks, yeah.
Did you look see if there's keys in it?
Yep. There's keys in it. No fires? Well, that's pretty uneventful.
Is our starter solenoid?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a relay? What's the difference between a starter and a relay?
That's you for you to figure out. It's your channel. I've already been told that twice.
Don't they do it twice?
Twice, yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
I think they, I mean, it's just a relay and a solenoid do the same thing.
As far as I know.
But anyway, I would call that a relay. But if you look it up in a book, I bet they call it a solenoid. It's also an engine and not a motor, but
Yeah.
But what holds it in place? Motor mounts.
Well, I think if you looked it up, I think they changed that now.
Does it say engine mounts?
I think motors can be run off of external source like gasoline.
Oh, the rats have almost chewed through our... Don't pry too hard.
That's what
you might leak out the coolant that's not in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so nasty. The seatbelt comes down from the roof. What the frick? And nothing.
Perfect.
The cold light comes on the dash.
Ooh.
I think we need a loser switch.
Or a wrench. Starter problems.
I don't think it's the starter.
Seems like it's not getting much current.
There's no way it's that battery cable.
I don't think so. I should be fine.
Those spark plugs don't look like any fun to pull.
Actually, not that bad. Right here.
Oh, all right. Well, why don't you go ahead and do that while I go do something else. Paints FF1.
Mm-hmm.
What color is that? Fox Fawn 1?
Yeah. It's light green. Imagine that, huh?
So, you think bad connection, eh?
Well, it doesn't sound like it's clunking very hard, you know? It's not like it's...
Doesn't
right.
Doesn't have the good clunk.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no. No, yeah?
No, yeah?
We need more clunk. Where can we buy that at?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? So, this should have power.
And the little one below it. It's kind of trying to move. You look at that pulley, it's actually moving just a tiny, tiny bit.
that starter doesn't sound happy.
Huh.
Well, let's raise it up in the air.
I think so.
Beat the crap out of it.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Or put a new cable on it. Or just see that it doesn't work and abandon all hope and go work on a GM.
Oh,
because I don't have any Mopar starters.
You're fine.
Do they use the same starter across all the Mopars?
Pretty much, yeah.
Gear reduction starters.
Should have brought one down.
Oh,
off a mid-90s Dakota.
Oh,
But they got done one of those at Napa.
get the good stuff. Why are you salivating?
Ooh, that's an 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches.
What is this? Look at how the sway bar just kind of hangs there from a
It works.
quarter. What is? It's a 5/16 bolt coming down to the bracket, and then it just clamps. What are these things called? Radius rods?
Yeah.
It doesn't even hook to the
the
control arm.
Lower control arm in place. Ooh, this thing's had a hard life.
Ooh.
That ain't factory.
No, 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 no. Oh.
Duke boys are at it again.
Oh my. Oh, somebody hooked a freaking chain to it and drug it, and the chain just went and sliced right through it. Yeah, somebody hooked a chain right there and just slid her right open. Don't worry, that's probably not structural tying the frame together. Anyway, maybe that's why they call them a Y frame in the Derby world, because that frame kind of Y's out at the front. Wonder why they do that. Why didn't they just keep it pinched together? It seemed like for manufacturing, be way better. So, drum brakes. Mopar's fancy torsion bars. Weren't the torsion bars different between like RTs and
Yep, different
thicknesses, diameters?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, these guys have
You adjust them in case you didn't know.
got some action.
You
Oh,
want
the adjusters
raise
are
them, you turn it in. If you want to lower the front of the car, you turn them back out.
white light, and it's at the back end of it.
Yeah.
The back
Way better up here because you're not going to bottom stuff out and rip it apart.
Oh,
Silly
good.
GMs.
Good to know. Yeah, that oil.
Let's graze right over that fact.
Oh, whatever. You're
Whatever.
fine. What is that? A case? Oh, it's an AC. AC.
Oh, that motor probably is locked up then.
Dang right. 1.25 inches, he says, to turn it over. There's factory overspray on the fuel pump, so I'm guessing that's the original fuel pump. Or somebody rebuilt this engine and only painted the fuel pump. Not like, is that a 727?
Yep. You could only get a 727 behind the big block. Or 4-speed, obviously.
Oh.
You could get a small block in front of a 727, but you could not get a big block in front of a 904. For obvious reasons.
Oh, this thing had factory dual exhaust and a glass pack. Just one though.
Yeah, I'm sure this hasn't been changed in 50 years.
It's only got 13,000 miles. Come on. Somebody's.
Careful for my floors.
Well, that isn't even bad.
What? The fact there is no floor here?
Oh, it's already got the park cable delete.
Yeah, you don't need all that. Oop. Hello.
All right.
Down for supper.
Yeah, but look at the rest of the floors. They're good. Is that an 8 3/4 then?
Yep. Oh, 742. Ah, whatever.
That's not good.
Oh.
Limited slip. Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
The strap is. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that.
Do we have any straps?
Somebody took the bolts out and stole the straps and put the bolts back in.
I think these are original U-joints too. Still got the one that goes in between.
Yeah. That flat strap across there.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
I just did that on that.
I kind of want to get it running and do a neutral drop and see what happens.
I'm not opposed to that.
I know what'll happen.
That 70 Challenger I was just working on. The rear U-joint had the exact same thing. That one hadn't been opened either.
What's this 742?
Right here.
Yeah, what's that all about?
741 and the 742 and the 489 is the good one. That's the bigger one. It's got a bigger pinion and stuff on them.
Oh.
Different pinion size. And
Oh.
uh-oh.
276s. Oh yeah. Highway Flyer.
Oh, it is too.
Dang right.
Big block on a 276, 80 miles an hour, 1500 RPM.
And 15 miles a gallon. Oh, look at this. Overloads. Those are not. Oh, that's why it's sitting higher on that side, because there isn't one over here. Good
I think we should
stuff.
take that spring out and crank the front torsion bars all the way down and see how low we can get it.
It's a low.
Frame rails are like perfect. Of course, it's a C body. Nobody cares.
Now you sound like those people making those stupid reels. I'm a C-body guy. Of course, my frame rails are in great shape. I'm a C-body guy. Of course, I like Bonneville salt flat gears. I'm a C-body guy. It cost me $243 to fill up my 27-gallon fuel tank. I'm a C-body guy. Of course, no women have ever been in the backseat of my car.
You fit them all back there.
It's got all the good parts. 8 3/4, 727, big block. Oh, Mopar used that rubber isolator drive shaft thing or two.
Oh, yes, I've never seen one of these.
Looks like that one's done some rubbage.
Apparently.
God, you like stroking that shaft, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's the back of the torsion bars that were aforementioned.
Oh, AC Delco shocks too.
Oh, are they pleasurizers?
Probably. Oh, they are too. Yeah. They are pleasurizers.
I can tell by your pants are getting tight. Oh, look at this. Idler arm. Oh, it's got idler arms on both. Oh, no, that one's the steering box.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, now what are we going to do with that starter? Look at all this shift linkage up here. Wow, that's a lot going on there.
Shift linkage and a kick down.
It's busy on this side, all that stuff and the starter. Yeah, and then do what? Stare at the ring gear that you can't pry on?
Sure you can. Just gotta be smarter than the average bear.
Because I'm smarter than the average bear.
Hey, boo-boo. Oh, look at these engine mounts. They bolt way up there and then they drop way down to the bottom. Huh.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, well. Oh, you want to snap that bolt off? Oh, didn't you say these are cast cranks too?
No, this is a steel crank.
That's the good one, right?
Yep. Got the little dampener in front.
You could tell by the size of the dampener.
Internally balanced, yeah. Small
They made
dampener.
383s that were internally and some that were externally?
See, you gotta keep asking me all these stupid questions. 440s, I know they did. Cast cranks are externally balanced, I believe.
So they made a 440 internally and one externally. So yeah, there's two
And the
different.
six-pack stuff, I believe, is externally balanced too, if I remember correctly. They got the bigger, because they got heavier.
Oh, I
rods
can
and
already
everything
see
in
the
them.
comment section. People down below. No, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I think the
Welcome to my world.
446 pack stuff, I think, was heavier rods, and I believe they were externally balanced. So,
Okay, 1.25 inch. Let's go.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Oh,
Short extension. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
oh no. Well, I suppose we take some spark plugs out and we just soak it in ATF and acetone, and then like 45 minutes later it comes loose. That's what everybody says on the internet.
Okay.
ATF and acetone fixes everything. We'll let you know. What are you gonna do? You gonna take that cover off?
These covers off. See what's under there. Or a wrench.
What's full? Ooh. Like there's not gonna be mice behind it like there always is?
No, I'm sure not. This will be the first one. Oh, actually not.
Full of disappointment.
Wah, wah, wah.
Now tell me how you, smarter than the average bear, turn that over.
Just going through here. Pry on there and pry on here. Maybe.
But if we get it to turn there, then the lubrication cylinder guys are gonna be like, oh, you ruined it.
It would have worked.
Not happy.
Oh boy.
So, anybody feel like seeing what the tops of the pistons look like on a HP engine with the heads removed? Cause son of a biscuit. I did this on a 360 one time, remember? I think every Mopar has been locked up because that Dodge Sweepline 4-wheel drive is locked up. Ow! This Dodge is hurting me. More foreshadowing. This is a bad idea right here. Except for the valves on your stupid 59 Plymouth station wagon.
Yeah, way to wreck that.
Well, that's going to end the day here at Mortske Repair.
I remember that.
And we're done
I
today.
remember that phone call. We got a problem. Oh, what's that?
Your car sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry about your car. All right, let's pull some spark plugs and
Increase our disappointment. You know, some people use Loctite to put spark plugs in.
Mopar people.
No, Chevy guys who work on Mopars. Already proven this thing's been Chevyized. AC Delco parts all over it.
That's why it run like a scalded cat. Who do you suppose that person was that scalded a cat?
Was it by accident or on purpose, you think? That's the question. Okay, do we want to look?
Mopar?
Oh,
It's not good.
not good at all. It ain't good at all.
Oh, she's green. I mean, it's going green, Greta.
How dare you!
That thing's nice. That's fine. It's fine.
You worry too much.
Everything is fine.
Things are gonna be okay.
You drive truck from home, and I work on crappy old cars every day, so I'm used to this. What'd you say you had Delco? Oh, those are champions.
Huh?
Oh, you're talking about GM stuff. You
No, just the shocks and the oil filters and...
What are these J11Ys? That one looks better.
How to break off your spark plugs in one movement.
One fell swoop.
Oh,
Ooh, this one's finger tight. We just stick to 235 Chevrolets. We do better with those.
yeah, clearly.
Did that one have stuck valves?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that one took a little bit of work.
Should push down on these.
I got the pusher.
Oh no.
Judah. My side looks good.
Jeez, crabby.
Why did they tighten the back ones? So tight.
If this doesn't get it out. That's the worst part. It's not like break them loose. It's literally all the way out. I got a bad feeling this is a...
Good idea.
Yeah, this is a waste of time.
Why are you breathing so hard?
You come over here and do this, smart apples.
Apple sauce. We should do the Duff cam. We'll just have to do like a Bob cam. Just Bob pacing back and forth with his hands in his pockets.
Pointing at
dogs.
toes.
And it'll have a dog treat counter down there at the bottom. 7. The funny part is Bob went to school for this. Well, mine all look pretty good. Is that only the third one?
Second one.
What? Christ. You are not
Some of us didn't have all the fancy tools at our disposal.
You mean a socket and a ratchet?
Yep. Exactly what I mean. You're not getting any better.
Well, I guess I'll start putting some Croil down the cylinders on my side while I wait for you.
Might as well.
How could it be stuck with an air filter, air cleaner, carburetor? The carburetor's not even seized. This is preposterous. Yeah, the hood was hard to open, Duff said. These HP manifolds really make it a pain to see the spark plug holes. Good thing the microphone's not by your mouth because it sounds like you just ran a marathon. You make me sound fit.
Well, now they're easy. First one, I about killed myself. Well, when you need a breaker bar to get it broke loose,
You know you're working
you
on a
take all the
Mopar.
easy sides and then that was pretty good.
Don't worry, we'll cut all that out.
I'm sure.
I feel like we're just wasting $18 worth of Croil here.
Well, don't you have your little fancy camera so we can look in there before you waste $18 worth of Croil?
Well, what are we gonna do? Look in there and be like, yep,
they're
it's stuck.
They're completely rusted. Don't waste $18 in Croil.
That's not what
I don't know.
We don't do things efficiently here. If we were doing things efficiently, we'd be driving 92 Chevy Luminas until they rot into the ground and not working on 68 Newports that are seized.
I'm not sure it's really seized up. I think you forgot to put the battery positive on.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Forgot.
It just
He
seems
went
that
to
way.
school
You
for
went to
this.
school for this?
They went to school for this. I graduated top 10 in my class. There was 9.
Yeah, but I was
Keyword is graduated.
close to qualifying.
Did you get all 4 out finally?
Yeah, they're up there.
So
The back two were easy. The front ones were miserable. I suppose the valves were probably open up here.
Wow. Did you figure that out all on your own?
I did.
Here you go. Do you know how to handle the schlong?
Yeah.
Don't forget to cup the balls.
Oh, that looks fine. It's supposed to look like browned hamburger in there, right?
With the ball?
That's
Oh,
a
that
cylinder
looks-
wall.
Yeah, that looks
That's
really
shiny.
good. That looks really good.
That piston must be right at the top, huh?
I'm guessing. Even the top of the piston, obviously carbon, but yeah, no, look at that. Some few flecks.
Yeah, what you're gonna get.
That's
from
nothing,
sitting.
yeah. But yeah, look, you can see the reflection in the...
It's fine. Next.
Next.
Don't you do your best work in the dark with the schlong?
Sure.
I thank you.
Spit on it.
Careful what you say. What do we have there?
What's that?
At the wall?
That's the bottom of the valve, ain't it? And a whole bunch of, is it a nest? That's a nest of something. Oh, I bet critters went through the exhaust pipe? Oh no. Does it look like it budged a little bit?
I was gonna put the light up there.
Dirt.
Derp.
See, that's just like cobweb or something, or an animal.
This is the piston,
Yep.
this is the head, and this is the wall.
Yep.
And that don't look so pretty. As in solid rust. Oh yeah.
That's some nest action. Came through the exhaust.
I suppose.
Because it was at the top of the exhaust stroke.
Yeah.
Can you imagine running through 24 feet of exhaust pipe just to make a nest? And
I am way too claustrophobic for that. I wouldn't have made it nearly that far.
yeah, do you know how many trips that they had to make up that 24-foot exhaust pipe to make for a one-bedroom efficiency 383 apartment?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, that one looks like new.
yeah.
I don't see anything that.
Look at that.
Oh man, that's golden right there. I don't see anything thus far that's. I mean, that one had some crap in it, but it wasn't. Oh, that one's good.
That one's good too. That's a little just surface. Yeah, look how nice it. What do we got going on over here?
Oh, it's just discolored from the high
Corrosion?
performance isms.
Look at that. Can almost read standard. 30 over.
You pulling my leg.
Yes, I am pulling your leg.
Sometimes you can read them though.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
You can see a little. Back up a little bit, and then yeah, see there's like a little dimple, like something kissed it there.
Oh yeah. That's just a notch, I think, though. Is that to say it's the front?
Could be.
Front of the piston, I believe.
You're the Mopar guy.
Yeah, because engines are completely different in Mopars.
That wasn't bad though. But see, go back out. So is that like where the piston doesn't even travel anymore?
Yeah, that's got to be the top. Well, it can't be that much.
Well, I wonder if
this has to be the head.
See, I feel like somebody's moved it. Like it was sitting up there, and somebody moved that piston that far. You don't suppose whatever's in that other hole is wedged.
Because I think that line right there, that should be the head. Because these go basically all the way to the top. I mean, we're talking thousandths of an inch difference, so that's got to be the head right here. That's why it's rusty and crappy. Because there's the line. If I were to guess, I'd say that little line going across is probably the head gasket.
No, you're not going to see. The port isn't that big in the, or what do they call that? The combustion chamber? You're not going to.
Piston should come straight all the way up to the top.
That's what, so I'm saying is that the piston sat right there for years and years and years and years. And these last guys got it and got it to go that far.
Well, it's possible. No, I don't think so.
Yes, there's the head gasket right there.
Yeah, okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
See, it was sitting up there and then somebody got that engine to turn over. Because that's rust. That's not carbon.
No.
Somebody turned it over.
That's even pitting. That's pitting in here.
Did you bring a set of head gaskets with?
No.
I got some in a can, never mind.
I could have. I got about 5 sets of them at home.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's shiny. It's reflective anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks pretty decent too.
All those spark plugs on my side look real good.
Maybe a little pitting there. Ooh, that one's not so good. That looks like pitting to me on the left side. It's like somebody sprayed stuff in here or something. It's weird.
Weird.
And that one looks pretty good too.
You know?
Oh, are you? I don't know.
May as well.
I thought you already schmoed them.
Oh, I only got a couple.
So I got to do this?
That's what we pay you for.
Yeah, that's what I get.
You guys are getting paid?
You guys are getting paid?
Did you do any of them? You did the front too, didn't you?
I didn't think it really even.
Oh.
All right, we let her sit over lunch, Duff. So now it should just turn right over. Yeah, probably not. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna pry on the other side of the flex plate Do they call it a flex plate? We're gonna pry in the torque converter. The ring gear. Because it seems like somebody turned it that way, so we're gonna turn it this way. See what happens. Because there was nothing to...
One cylinder's questionable, but if it went up and stopped...
That's why there's 7 more.
Well, you don't need all of them, technically.
Right, right. Yeah, none of them looked...
You show them the plugs?
Terrible, yeah. Yeah, all the ones on my side didn't look bad. This was like the worst one. With the green going on there.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
It's nuclear waste.
Oh.
Reactive. Alright. We should be able to pry it backwards if we pry on the passenger side. Oh boy.
Or not.
It's not happy. Oh. Yeah, about that. I just noticed something though. Did somebody shoot a hole through the floor?
Ooh, that's a pretty star.
Somebody definitely punched that hole. They didn't drill it. Doesn't look like it got anything in particular, but real close to getting the transmission. I don't know why else it would be there. I'm guessing that's not factory. Maybe the mice went through right here. That would make more sense because that tailpipe's way longer. So, any other brilliant ideas? Bigger bar?
Yeah, why not? What do we got to lose? Ooh, I'm gonna fool around.
I've got bigger ones.
Ooh.
See? One tooth at a time. Oh, or whatever Johnny Cash. Or whatever Johnny Cash said. Oh, it's a hard stop.
Other way?
That's all she wants. Oh my goodness. Dang it, here I thought soaking it in Croyle would totally free it up in an hour and a half.
Yeah. So however you want to go on it.
I can tell you what people on the internet want. Oh, dang it, now he spit it out. Duff looked like a chipmunk with his bones sideways in his mouth. I guess, there's a, oh, that is a matching hole. That almost looks too good to be a bullet hole. Oh, just peeled up perfectly. What did you say about frost plugs?
There's no frost plugs at all on this side. The back one's completely gone, and the front one, if you look at it wrong, there's a hole there, so. Or on this side.
Oh, those didn't blow out. Those rotted out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're gone. They're just rusted.
Oh, well, that's minor. That's... Don't poke it so hard.
Yeah, because that one's not going to be a problem. There. Ventilation. It's like air-cooled like a Volkswagen engine now.
Yeah. We'll just DD Schmoose shop some JB Weld on there. Maybe some RTV. Some nice orange stuff. Yeah.
Just so we're 100%. This is like race car stuff. That's what they do.
Should be fine.
It'll be fine. That's not going to keep it from turning over, so we might as well just pull a cylinder head, huh?
Oh, well, while we're at it.
We should probably just cut the exhaust pipe off that side right off the bat.
Yeah.
Since we got it in the air.
Both of these.
And then... No, that other one's fine. I don't think we're going to have to pull the head off the other side. It's going to be this side. The mice went up that side. Passenger side.
But how would they have gotten in here?
I
don't know.
They're a wily animal. Unlike
Cut
you,
it back here,
you
then we can
bum.
just dump
Oh, we'll get some... We should get like a roll of flexi exhaust. Just a spindle full of it, like, you know, hundreds of feet. Well, yeah. Some numbers matching. That's what it said at Barrett Jackson. Watch your toes.
Got it.
That was pretty good. That was the dullest blade I could find.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. I'm gonna go run errands. You tear the top end off of a big block. Should be able to get that done in a half hour, huh?
15 minutes.
Okay. And start the clock. Oh, that's a new one. Are they supposed to be rusted through that valley pan?
Nope.
Does that come with the gasket kit?
Yep.
Okay, then we're fine. We're fine. Everything's good.
Yeah, I don't see a problem here. Yay!
Found him!
Here's your buddy. Yeah. Oh, I think we found his house too.
I was gonna say, what are the odds that he went inside there?
Yeah, cam lobes. Well, 6 bolts. You might as well gone this far. You might as well take that on.
Duh.
Oh, 50, 50, 50. Really? Oh, down in the cam.
Oh yeah. Just chock full of mouse house. I'm thinking that's the smell.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of mouse house. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got some head bolts that we're gonna need access to. Good thing we took that off. Just chock full in this exhaust port. Just kidding, it's every exhaust port. Yuck. All right, let's pull some head bolts out.
$17.
Is that all of them?
It should be all of them. Break your bar or pull it off. Pull it.
Don't drop it!
What?
Get your hands around them heater hoses. Good thing we didn't take that bracket off.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, there's a valve.
I'm guessing that valve head is not going to be an issue.
Well, screw it. Who cares now?
Yeah, don't screw the... Oh. What a waste of croil! Dang it! If we'd have just let that croil in there for 4 more days, it would have been fine.
Well, that would explain why it would only go that much underneath. I wonder if it'll turn now. Probably will.
No, it won't, because we don't have a ground cable.
Oh, that's right.
Or the battery hooked up.
Or a breaker bar to turn it over with.
Look at that, valve, it's stuck. We'll fix that. Oh, you gotta hit it with the right end of the hammer.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, there we go.
See, look at that.
906 had too.
Look at how much was holding it. Like how much of it is shiny. Just that little sliver down in the corner. Wow. What'd you say, 902 heads?
906.
5309. Yeah, is that a good one?
Yeah, pretty good one.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right. Who wants a low mileage 68 Newport? Just needs a valve job. What else are you looking for in there?
Not really anything.
Oh, 52268. Oh yeah. Why did you get the grease on there though? Dang man.
We don't have power washing video. We just have vacuum.
Can you take your shirt off while you do it?
No, I can't.
Well, that's on my Only Flex fans site.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of Hoover Schnee.
Yeah.
Think of all the lines that rigid vacuum cleaner has sucked up. Yes, that is unfortunate. I believe they call those flat tops. Oh, look, it's got the Pentastar and the part number on the head gasket, so I'm guessing those are standard pistons. Cheese and rice.
Yeah, this one wouldn't have turned over if we had tried. Look at that mess.
Oh, it would have. It would have.
Not without breaking every ring.
Ring glands are overrated. Quit scratching up the cylinder walls.
I'm getting hatchback in it. Hone.
Yeah, hatch. Look at the hatching screwdriver.
Yeah. Hatching hone.
The hatchet.
Oh man.
Big
Look at
no-
how it is. This is what we saw though. It's perfectly shiny here. And then at the bottom it's just nothing left.
What we should have been looking for was that valve head laying in there. So this is what it's like to be a Mopar owner, huh?
Only when a GM guy buys it.
Epic disappointment. At least I got to break my valve head off. So I mean,
Two
got
of
that-
them. Well,
One of them I think was already done.
probably.
Let's be honest, the other
You
one
and
was.
Mopar valves and starters?
I'm the king.
Kind of seeing a common denominator.
Basically the Richard Petty of Mopar valves. Sorry, Duff, no RIDE this week. Not in this hot garbage. Can you get at that pad now? What's that pad gonna tell us?
D383.
D means 68. I saw that on the Mopar 5150 video I fell
There you
asleep
go.
to last night.
Doesn't say HP, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything either. Maybe they didn't stamp C-body engines HP either. I don't know. 613.2. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's definitely a 383.
Oh yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yep. And 68. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, look at the positive side of things. We get to start drinking earlier this way.
Well, it could be. Unless you start a Pontiac. I thought this one had a chance because it was so complete.
Frickin' mice. All right, let's set it back together.
Well, have fun with that.
Price and availability in the video description if you want to own yourself a 1968 Chrysler Newport. Mojo, you want to give us a valve job real quick?
I can.
That's a cute pink mug you got there. Yeah, can you...
What are we looking at?
Can you touch these valves up for us?
They just need to be lapped.
You knew this, that these were wrong the whole time because he was playing with this thing before we even started.
I think if you just lap them, I think they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with them.
Shorter throw on a valve is higher horsepower. Do you know that?
Mojo knows everything, just ask him.
Wasting my breath.
Going through the inside, looks like this thing's been parked since 73. Those are the last tags. Thorolf or Elsie Wick, Oaks, North Dakota. So, 73 to 2024, 51 years this thing's been sitting. That explains why it probably didn't start. Sorry, Duff. Epic disappointment in old Thorolf. Anyway, it is several months later, probably not several, a couple months later. And when we got to the previous point in this video, we threw in the towel on the old Newport here. And then we went actually to the 74 Mercury, which we did get to run. Duff, you missed the cottontail. He went that way, or she. Squirrel, squirrel. But anyway, I guess we went through all the work. I drove 2 hours one way to get this car, spent time finding an auction, talked to the guys loading it up, got tires on it. So what I'm getting at is we got a lot of time in these videos and I don't know what to do. I hate to put failure videos out there, and technically it wasn't a failure. It was probably more of a learning experience, but I just hate to eat it. And plus it's real world, so I got to show you guys that you can't win on them all. Could we get this car to run? Absolutely. We could pull the engine apart, we could send it off, get it machined, somehow slam different pistons in it. We could, whatever. There's ways, but this car was just, for what we do here, it was too far gone. It wasn't going to work, unfortunate, because I really wanted to get a big block Mopar going because I like that 383 in the little black Dodge short box. Also, this car, price and availability in the video description. The Black Dodge Short Box is for sale. Price and availability in the video description. Most of these cars are on, or several of these cars are on mortske.com. Go check out mortske.com for this awesome merch. Get your ball cap. We got the dirty ball cap competition coming up May 5th. We got some great cash prizes, like hundreds of dollars. So get your cap, get it dirty, submit it on the Mortske fan group on Facebook. I'll let you know when that's going live. Cinco de Drinko, May 5th is when we're gonna launch that. But anywho, yeah, we couldn't get this car running. I feel like a failure, but I know I'm not. I learned a lot. I'm gonna price this car at what I think it's at for parts. Those are HP manifolds are worth probably just about what I'm asking for the car, and there's some good 383 parts. It's a good early 383. I think it's got the good crank in it. And anyway, there's a lot of pieces here. I'd love to see somebody get this car because, as you can tell, we're getting full back here. Somebody needs to buy that Mercury too. Price and availability. That'd be a great 460 donor for somebody. Or I guess we could put it in that Victoria back there. But anyway, we're getting our butt kicked by these Mopars. You know, the Flathead 6 and the 59 Plymouth. We busted a valve. We had the Monaco that kicked our butt, that we could never get it to get quite enough oomph. So hoping maybe just firing it up and revving the snot out of it, it'll just clear itself out. I feel like if that car was back, I think it was a 77 Monaco. I think if we had that car back, I could get it to run. We had a Dodge Power Wagon that I think was stuck, and we got it loose, and or maybe we never even got it loose. I would call this the bad side. Well, I would say there's not a good side, but that's a lot of stuff that should not be under a valve cover. You can see just how chewy it is inside of the combustion chamber. We did get all the valves to close. Here's the money shot, up close and personal, live action with Mortske. Look at all that. That's some bad stuff. Anyway, long story short, Mopars are killing me. I kind of want to keep this car, so in case we get another one, we got a few other pieces. We got a starter, a carburetor, some manifolds, some of that stuff. At the same time, I don't have much Mopar stuff, so I don't want to get into Mopar stuff, so somebody else should own this car. But maybe we'll come across a 68 Charger someday. I'd love to, and then maybe we'll need some 383 parts for that. Who knows? So it's good learning experience to try. I hope you guys learned something from this. I know I definitely learned something from this. If a car's got an air cleaner and a hood on it, does not guarantee it's going to run, because guess what the other the X factor is? The frickin' mice going up the tailpipe, running out. So long story short, you can't win them all, folks. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get it done as long as you're having fun. Chasing rabbits is fun. Old cars are usually pretty fun. Big block Mopars, they're fun when they run. 55 Chevys are fun when they're not upside down. All right, on to the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for the support. Go check out mortske.com. Your support helps me with my addiction to buying junk. All right, back to work. Are you drinking water out of the roof of that 55 Chevy? Oh, you're a weird dog.